Oh, let me double check. Okay, this seems good. Alright, okay. Am I ready? I think I'm ready. Okay, let's just double check this. Let's just double check this. Okay, alright, that seems promising. Um, okay. Whew, alright. This. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to start advertising. Please wait. Oh, I forgot. Don't put the keyboard up like that. Okay. I'm just babbling to myself. If anybody is here. um, so I realized I probably shouldn't talk yet because if there's anybody, uh, if anybody comes in later, I end up having to talk again or say the same things over. So if anybody's here, I'm just gonna not say much until you chat because all I'm doing is advertising right now. But if I say stuff and then I feel like I have to repeat myself later, but it's also kind of been like my MO too. So I've been titling my streams as something and then completely disregarding it. But I've been using it because it's a unique thing in my title so that if I search for it later, it's like, oh yeah, it was in that stream where we mentioned, it was National Chocolate Caramel Day or something. Alright, let's see. Still advertising. But if anybody's here, hopefully you're doing well. Welcome to the typical Sunday stream. I was actually thinking if I don't have a set schedule, it could be like, hey, this is the secret magic stream. Because I don't officially have a schedule. The other magicians do have a set schedule. So, Maggie Miller, hello. I hope you're doing amazing, King. I'm doing well. How are you, Maggie Miller? Hopefully you are doing well also. How is your Sunday and slash or time zone if it's not Sunday for you? I'm under the assumption that you're in the United States. And I know that's an erroneous assumption because I know that there's a lot of people that watch from all over the world. So I'm good, chilling on this Sunday. Awesome. Okay. Hawaii time zone. Oh man. Well, I guess I'm semi correct in that it is still the United States, but it's a little ways away. uh, I'm doing well. Mostly doing well. A little recovering from sickness. My baby is really sick, and there's a strong chance she's going to end up staying home from daycare tomorrow. So, barely the USA, but still here. Ah, yes, completely understandable. Let's see. Okay. I think I just finished advertising. Oh wait, no, I gotta press enter on two more things. One. Okay. Two. Okay. Now I'm done. Now I'm officially done advertising. All right. The Trek Nerd, welcome in. How's it going? Yay, magic! Kermit goes nuts. How would Kermit sound going nuts? Would First of all, I don't even know if I can make the Kermit sounds. Also, I just realized I need to make my screen brighter for me so I can see things better. But welcome in. How are you doing this fine Sunday, the Trek Nerd? Also assuming it's Sunday for you. Also, the trick queue is open, so if anybody would like to request any tricks, feel free. The queue is empty. I haven't even gotten set up yet, i.e., if you haven't been here early the last couple of streams, I load up my fingers with some sort quick, so it's not like I'm cheating much. You can probably imagine this helps. Sleight of hand magic, but Maggie Miller says, "Hope you and your baby feel better soon." Thank you kindly. Yeah, I've skipped a couple of Sunday streams in the past just so that I could recover, but it was mostly because when I was coughing, I couldn't like finish up a trick. At least today, I feel like I can finish a trick, and if I can't, I do have cough drops today, so which I have used as a prop in the magic trick before. Let's see. The trick note says, the magician says, "I'm not cheating much, me, Raffle." Sick Psycho! Woo! Welcome in. How's it going, Sick Psycho? Chan the Magic Man, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, I had a cough for like 2 weeks. It lingered too. Yeah, oh man. Everybody's having something. It's like, there's something going around. There's like two things in this area. There's like a respiratory thing and like a digestive thing. So there's two things going on around here. Going awesome, man. How are you? Oh man, I'm doing pretty well. Sick Psycho, I'm glad. I assume, based on how long you stayed and how much you how much you enjoyed and chatted in Rob Kovacs' stream last night, hanging out in that stream, because when I saw it, you were like, "Oh man, I just wanted to get the prelude." And like when you joined in, he just played the main theme of Final Fantasy VII, like not the previous song, but the song right before that. So it was like you literally came in, wanted to request it. It was played too recently. I was like, "Oh no!" Like that. I know what that feels like, but yeah. So anyway, that was that. Okay, cool. Now let's see. Next, I wanted to have a beer tonight. I did not have a beer this past week, so I've been pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and treat myself. So we're going to go ahead and open up a Dragon's Milk Reserve from the past. I think this is from like 3 or 4 years ago. I hope it's good. If I perish of food poisoning, well, it'll be at least on the VOD, so somebody should hopefully be able to track down what's going on. But here we go. Don't try this at home, kids. I hope kids aren't watching this at this point. Let's see. 6 Psycho is my luck, and it happened. Haha. Yeah. Hey, 6 Psycho! Thank you kindly for the sub. I greatly appreciate it. I'm doing. Chan says, "I'm doing great. How about you?" I'm mostly doing good. So I'm a little sick and my baby's sick, but other than that, like everything's going fine. All right. Now, next. First things first. Let's pull out the Twitch deck from its box. Oh, by the way, my name is Nam, and I like to do sleight of hand card magic. Hence why the box is labeled Nam. My wife got this for me one Christmas. This is the Twitch deck. I only call it the Twitch deck because it's the deck that I use on Twitch. But it is the one that is signed by people who have supported me. So there's that. Let's see. I just need to double check something really quick. 6 Psycho 696. You have already signed a card, but if you would like, request a trick, and we'll try and incorporate this card into it because you just subbed yourself. Because I recall you gave gift subs last time. So thank you, Magic Man, that has sold his soul. Oh man, I don't know. I still have my soul, I think. The Keyboard Grinder. Hey, crazy. How's it going, Keyboard Grinder? How's it going? Ace on top. Okay, we're gonna have to call it 6 on top for this one. 8, 9, and then 10. Hold on, I'm looking for a 10 of hearts. 10 of hearts. Glad you're still doing okay. Keep it up. Excellent. Yeah. Why is it today Chocolate Caramel Day? And it's going good. How's your Sunday? Glorious? I would like to say that my Sunday is glorious, but this weekend has been dealing with my sick 20-month-old. So, um, let's see. Before we get started, let me just. There's a bunch of people in chat that are all. Oh yeah, let me jump back up here so you guys can see my face and not see me type on a keyboard. Not that seeing me type on a keyboard is boring or anything. I'm sure it is. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and do a shout out for Six Psycho. If anybody's not following Six Psycho and likes to watch variety gaming, we also caught him playing DJ Max. So if anybody's a fan of rhythm games, which anybody who's known me for more than like a week probably knows that I like dance games. So I like rhythm games, but I really like dance games. So DDR and Pump It Up. Yeah. Also hanging out with Six Psycho. Found out recently that he recently got affiliate. So let's go ahead and support and give Six Psycho a follow. Let's see. Next we have the Keyboard Grinder. If you're not following the Keyboard Grinder and you love smooth, jazzy, groovy tunes on keyboards, not just one, but multiple, definitely give Keyboard Grinder a follow. I'm often sometimes in there like lurking because it's a little late for me. I'm like, man, I should really go to bed, and then I just listen for a little bit. But the favorite song that I always request when I go in there is Memories, Cowboy Bebop, because he does like an excellent improvisation on it. So totally recommend. Then also, if you are looking for more magic, we've got Chan the Magic Man. Oftentimes, Chan is playing retro games. However, on Mondays, Chan does Magic Mondays. So if you want to see more magic, please give Chan a follow. Also, let's use the special Chan command. There are not that many. There are not that many magic streamers, so it's hard for us to like follow along. Oh yeah, heat maps. We do this thing. So if you see a heat map, I'm gonna try and collect it and eat it. Delicious. I think I can add to the counter if you want. Eat. Okay. Next. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Oh, Cashmere Feline. Hello. Welcome in. How's it going? All right. Cashmere Feline's lurking, but we can give a shout out to Cashmere Feline. If anybody is interested in productivity streams, these are streams in which you're basically watching somebody else do their work, but you can go ahead and do your work as well. And Cashmere Feline follows the Pomodoro style of working. So you'll do work for a bunch of time and then take a short break, and then do work for a bunch of time. So it depends on how the streamer feels. Sometimes it's like 25 minutes, 5 minutes breaks, or like 50 minutes, 10-minute break. It kind of depends. But please give Cashmere Feline a follow. And also, if you're in there, you might. And if I'm in there, you'll also see them say blame Nam. So blame me. That's a long story. You can hear that from Cashmere. Okay, let's see. Hey, the Keyboard Grinder. Welcome to the Twitch deck. First of all, I don't know if you know, and I don't think you have subbed before, right? This is your first sub. What I do is anybody who subs or gives me like the equivalent of bits, you get to sign a card in the Twitch deck. So feel free to select a card. We'll write the Keyboard Grinder on it, and when you're in here, I'll try and use the card for you. So I'll try and use it for the Devil's Elevator, I guess. And then let's see here. All right, cool. So Keyboard Grinder, let me know which card you want to sign. We'll see if it has a name on it already, and then otherwise, and then after that, we'll get started with Six Psycho's trick. Ace on top, but we're gonna change it to be 6 on top because that's what this is. So let me know what card you want to sign the Keyboard Grinder, and we'll go from there. Sorry, I've just babbled on a bunch, and you guys have not seen any. Yeah, can I let you choose which card? Oh, yeah, most certainly. You know what? So, Keyboard Grinder strikes me as someone who likes jazz, so that means we need to get a jack. Let's see. And a couple of the jacks are already signed. So, a club or a diamond, which one seems more like Keyboard Grinder? Let's see. great question. I think, well, if you don't have a preference keyboard grinder, I'll just pick one of these for you. But also I happen to use like a lot jacks in a bunch of tricks, so it'll work out well. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and, all right, if you don't oppose, I think, you know what? Which one did okay, orchestra music, sign the Jack of Hearts, also plays keyboards and jazzy. So I would say Jack of Diamonds. How's that? Keyboard grinder. Hell yes! Alright, great. Okay. The keyboard, and then we're gonna flip over for grinder. I just realized that that sounded horrible. If anybody has ever used Grinder, the app. Don't forget the E in grinder. Yes, I know. I spelled it correctly. I spelled the keyboard grinder your name a bunch of times. Hey, welcome in Charlie's Beats. How's it going? All right, excellent. So, anyway, once again, if anybody wants to support, you get to sign a card in the Twitch deck. And also, if you don't know, there's if you haven't linked up your Prime account to Twitch, you can also use your Prime. You don't have to use it here, but I recommend that anybody who has Amazon Prime just go ahead and use it somewhere. Just support some creator somewhere. All right, cool. And with that, and I know that Six Psycho has been waiting patiently for the trick, so let's go ahead and sorry, I currently don't. Oh yeah, sorry. Somebody has tried to. I don't have a Discord. That's public. Part of it is I don't know if I want to manage it and deal with bots and things, and so I'm sorry. I'm currently in other people's Discords. All right, cool. So this trick is called Ace on Top, but we're going to be retheming it as Six on Top because our friend Six Psycho has donated to sign a card, and we want to use the card right away. All right, so here's the thing. In this trick, oh my God! Thank you so much for the gift sub, Maggie Miller. Maggie Miller, why don't you come up with a couple of cards to sign as well, and we'll sign your card after performing this trick for Six Psycho. Is that all right? All right, so let's go ahead and so yeah, think about that, and we'll get to that after this. Okay, great. Okay, so normally this trick is called Ace on Top, but we're going to be doing it with the 6. So it'll use the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10 of hearts. Now, with all of these cards, this trick is not so much a trick as it is a game. And the name of the game is actually that the 6 should always be on top. So in this case, 6 on top because we're using the 6 as an ace. Now, I'm going to show you the magic move. Here's what happens. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the top. So what would you guess is the card on the top? I think a lot of people would say 10. But actually, if you'd guessed the 6, you would be correct. Because, look, the 6, 6 of hearts with 6 Psycho on it is on top. Now, if I go ahead and remove that, the card that follows that is going to be the 7. All right, so it'll be an ascending order. All right, 7. And now the one that follows that is going to be the, and in ascending order, it's the 8. Okay, and then the 9 and the 10. So important question, what card is this? Feel free to type it in the chat or just say it out loud to yourself because, you know, this is a game. You're playing the game. I think a lot of people would say the 10. Some people would say the 9. But actually, if you're paying attention, the name of the trick is 6 on top. And so if you guessed 6, you'd be correct. 6 Psycho says 6 of hearts. Ooh, you got it. Followed by the 7, the 8, the 9, then the 10. Hey, welcome in, Gibson Lens. How's it going? Now, what card is this? If you were paying attention, I did no magic. It's literally the 6, because the 6 was on top. Now if I take the 6 and I place it into the packet, like this, so it's not on the top, it's not on the bottom, and I place it in there, I push it in, what would you guess is on the top? Some people would say anything but the 6, but actually, here's the 6. I know, strange, right? Now, let me go ahead and grab this, and let me clearly place it in the middle of the packet, right? It's definitely going in the middle, right there, okay? Now, what card's on top? It should be anything besides the 6, right? But actually, if I show you, it is actually the 6. Now, if I were to remove the 6 just for a little bit and show you what follows the 6, it's actually the 7, right? Now, if I take the 7 and place it furthest away from where it's supposed to be, which is the bottom, right? So if I place it there, what card would you say is on the top? Literally anything besides the 7, right? But believe it or not, it's actually the 7. I know, super weird. So here's the thing. Would you believe that I could do this trick with the cards face up? That's a lot of hearts. I don't normally do this trick with a lot of hearts. Okay, so take a look. If I was to do this trick with the cards face up, the 8, let me see here. The 8 would actually have to jump all the way down. Oh no, 8 would have to shift down to the middle. The 7 would have to jump all the way up here. The 9 would have to shift over 1. The 10 has to jump all the way down to the bottom. The 6 has to get up here to the top. So, yeah, that is a little bit of a mess, right? But here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and do this trick with the cards face up. And all we have to do is, if I just go ahead and just take, I just have to find the 6. 6 is right here. And I grab that and I place it on the top. The Sick Psycho 6966. You just give it a second, and we can see that the 6 is on the top. That's clear because I placed it there. But would you believe that the rest of the pack has self-corrected itself? Because watch, what follows the 6? If you said the 7, you would be correct. If you said what follows the 7, the 8, you would be correct. If you said what follows the 8, it's the 9. And then what follows the 9? The 10. Wow, I shot that. And then, there you go. That, my friends, is Ace on top, reskinned as lots of love, 6 to 10 of hearts. All right. Woo! Okay, that was the first trick of the day. Man, I've actually felt so much pressure because I don't normally. I have like a warm-up. Hey, thank you kindly for the applause, Chan the Magic Man. I don't normally warm up with a trick like this. Thank you kindly for the emotes and the woo and the claps. Chan, Keyboard Grinder, Sick Psycho.
Yes, blew my mind.
Maggie Miller, mind blown. And let's see here. Cool. Crazy. I have the step out for like 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, no problem. I cannot. Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Let's hold that hold for your trick, and then I will just let me know when you're back, and we'll do it for you. Welcome in, Ryan B. How's it going? So let's see. For the time being, let's also, I believe, Maggie Miller, you get to sign a card because thank you kindly for the gift sub. Greatly appreciate it. Feel free to name a card. We'll see if it's signed, and you can sign it if it is. Yeah. Let me know. In the interim, let me go ahead and clear that, and then I'm going to go ahead and save Keyboard Grinder's trick until later. Okay, 5 of hearts. I appreciate the thank you. Legend. This thing. Okay, excellent. Five of Hearts. Oh, okay. Five of Hearts is currently signed by our illustrious Charlie's Beats. Six Psycho says, I need to know what crossroads you went to. What do you mean, like, what crossroads? Gibson says eyes. All right. If you're looking for other hearts that are not signed, we've got these. If you're looking for other fives that may not be signed, spade, diamond. Okay, literally any of the other fives are open. Four of hearts. Yes. Okay, we got that one for you. And then also the trick queue is empty, so feel free to request any tricks. And if you don't know what to request, but you would like to request one anyway, type in !random, and it'll put one randomly in the queue. All right, cool. So Maggie Miller will give you the Four of Hearts. Thank you kindly for the gift sub. Greatly appreciate it. And so let's see. I have to read the name very carefully because I've almost made a mistake before. Two G's. Okay. Maggie. All right. Miller. Two L's. Okay. Maggie Miller. I need to know what demon made that deal because he's giving out hella good magic skills. All right. I mean, Six Psycho, if you really want to get down the road of starting magic, I am basically self-taught. Like, most of the tricks that I have done on stream, I learned in the first year of me learning magic, and it was self-taught basically from like free YouTube tutorials and free resources on the internet. All right, there we go. We have a signed Four of Hearts by Maggie Miller. Excellent. And Maggie Miller, if you would like to request a trick, preferably one that has the tag impromptu, then I should be able to use this card, hopefully in that trick. Or if you just want me to select one, there is a magician's choice in there. So, let's see. But but after the first year, then I started getting into. I connected with other magicians like nearby, and then I also learned some tricks that are not publicly available. So tricks that you basically have to pay for. Nah, I'm good. Just messing with you. All right, cool. No problem. That's funny because the Devil's Elevator was going to be one of the next tricks. So, but let's see. Is there a trick? Okay, there's actually a trick that I am thinking about doing. I'm going to need some cards from another deck as well. No, let's not do that one because I've so I have a new trick that I'm thinking about performing, but I've already set aside some cards for that. So, all right, Maggie, let's just do a trick for you. Request link. I lost it in chat. Oh, okay. If you forget, you can do !TL, and that will bring up the trick list. So, or SL if you're familiar with StreamerSonglist. I basically used a StreamerSonglist, so you can basically do all the same stuff. So if you're familiar with using StreamerSonglist. But anyway, welcome in Gibson Lens. If anybody does not know, Gibson Lens is my mod. And, oh, hold on. Let's go ahead and change my face back here. And let's give Gibson Lens a shout out while we did a bunch of shout outs earlier. So please give Gibson Lens a follow. Plays piano, plays a bunch of different music, popular VGM. He has a Disney songbook. He has a Phantom of the Opera songbook. But most importantly, if you guys want to find someone who plays Cocteau Twins. So, by the way, we are on the search for more people who like Cocteau Twins. So if anybody likes Cocteau Twins, please let us know because we're on the search for fans of Cocteau Twins. All right. Woo, Phantom. And then also while we're here, let's get a shout out for Charlie's Beats. Plays games, codes, also plays music, and is also in like a ton of other Twitch musician chats. So, all right. Excellent. Okay, boss trick. Not a boss trick, but magician's choice. However, we do have some boss tricks. Let me see. Do I want to do a boss trick so early in stream? I have to remember what they are. There's like two. Oh, one I'm actually saving for SROM music. So if SROM comes in, we're gonna have to do that one for SROM. Oh, I don't want to do that one. Okay, all right. Magician's choice. We're gonna we're gonna choose. Why, yes, you do. All right. Okay. All right. I normally do this trick with aces as well, but we're gonna do it with the fours because Maggie Miller has just. Oh, actually, I can probably do this part. Okay. Let's start with the fours. And 4. Okay, is that all of them? All right, excellent. Okay, so. All right, we have the 4 fours. We have 4 of spades, 4 of diamonds, 4 of clubs, and 4 of hearts, signed by our friend Maggie Miller. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something interesting, because what I'm going to do is if I just show you what I'll do by using this one Maggie Miller card, if I hold the packet like this, I'm going to shake my hand. Some of those 4s should turn themselves face up. I know that's really hard to believe at the moment, but let me just go ahead and let me just demonstrate for you. I'm going to hold the pack and I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake. And believe it or not, that's going to turn up one of the 4s. And in this case, it turns up the 4 of spades. Now you're going to see that all the cards are now face down once again. But if I hold the pack and I give it a little bit of a magical shake, that's actually going to turn up a different 4. In this case, the 4 of diamonds. Now, once again, let me just go ahead and show you that we have all 4 4s face down here. But all it takes is holding the pack and giving it a little bit of a shake. And that, my friends, is going to turn up another 4, in this case, the 4 of clubs. Now, we have one more 4, and that is actually our friend Maggie Miller's signed 4 of hearts. And once again, you'll know that all 4 cards are face down, but if I hold the pack and give it a little bit of a shake, that's actually going to turn our 4 of hearts with Maggie Miller's sign on it. Signature there. Signature, I guess, because I signed it. Hey, welcome in, Trinka. How are you doing? Now, here's the thing with this trick. If we have our 4 4s, that's how we take 1, 2, 3, 4 and give it a little bit of a shake, and that actually changes everything. Now, I do want to do one more thing with this. If I go ahead and I show you the rest of the deck, and I just fan it out, they are all face down. But if I place all of the 4s into the middle of the deck like this, and I hold it and I give it a very vigorous shake. I'm going to very vigorously shake this on camera. And if you can guess what's going to happen, I'm basically following the same procedure, but I'm just shaking for a very long time instead of just doing a one quick shake. So instead of turning one of the 4s over, I think all 4 4s will turn over, including our Maggie Miller signed 4 of hearts. And that, my friends, is a trick that's normally called French twist, but with 4s. So, all right. So first of all, welcome in, Trinka. How's it going? And then Maggie Miller says, "OMG!" Thank you kindly for the applause, Maggie Miller. No way! Six Psycho says, "Mind blown." Chan, thank you for the OMG. Wow, that was exciting. Anyway, once again, Maggie Miller, thank you kindly for the gift sub. And once again, thank you kindly, Six Psycho, for the sub. All right. Let's see. So the queue is once again empty. We are actually holding off on the Devil's Elevator until Keyboard Grinder comes back. So let me know if anybody would like to request something, or if you just want to request another Magician's Choice. I mean, that's fine too. Let me know. I do want to get some statistics on my tricks, so I'm going to be adding the French twist and just immediately doing it. Family unit. That's a good pick. Random. All right, that's a good random pick. Maggie Miller says, "Thank you for the magic, sir." You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in. Greatly appreciate it. So let's see. I'm gonna need to find. This setup is gonna take a while, so I'm just sorting out all the phase cards. Basically, that's what's necessary. But anyway. So as I've been saying at the beginning of streams, before anybody hops on, I realized that for the last few streams, I don't address what day it is. So if anybody's curious, I use this thing online called the National Day Calendar, and it tells me what the day of the day is. And today happens to be Happy National Chocolate Caramel Day, and I don't really eat candy much or sweets for that matter, so. It's kind of tough, but I realize that I don't address the day of the day at all. So I don't know if it's kind of it was a meme, but now I've addressed it technically in this stream. So I'm like, okay, at least nobody can come back to me and say, oh, you didn't say anything about that one that time, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fair. Okay, alright. Let me just make sure that we have everything. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have 12 cards. Okay. Maggie Miller says, lol, love how many random holidays there are. I mean, you can imagine that some of these are probably not random. They are created probably by an industry to promote their stuff. So, for example, chocolate caramel. That's probably like some of the nicer chocolate companies that have a chocolate caramel product. Makes sense to me. Okay. Alright, so we've got 12 cards here, and these 12 cards are all of the face cards. Now, if you were here, I can hand you the packet, and if you would like to cut somewhere, you can. Since you're not physically here, you can tell me what number card to cut at, or if you have desktop, you can click directly on the screen, and that should put a heat map. Okay, so we're going to cut exactly right here. I don't know who clicked there, but we'll go ahead and cut there. I'm going to eat this heat map. Oh, wait, hold on. Delicious. And then, let's see, does anybody else want to cut? Six Psycho says, honestly, never have heard of it until now. You know, I don't know about most of the day of the days until I actually see it on that calendar. So, all right, I'm going to take that as a, okay, nobody else wants to cut. Great. Now, in order for me to explain this trick and perform it for you, you need to understand what a family unit is in the context of this trick. So a family unit consists of a king, a queen, and a jack, all of the same suit. Okay, so Six Psycho asks, why is it spicy? Did I say it was spicy somewhere? Chocolate caramel day? No, okay. I mean, spicy chocolate caramel sounds really great. Oh, the heat map. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. That's just the name of the extension that I use to click when you click directly on screen. Yeah. But why is it spicy? I don't know. I have a lot of sriracha, so it's not that spicy to me. Anyway, so which pile would anybody like me to start off with? If it's also National Let's Laugh Day. Oh yeah, let's laugh today. If anybody wants to tell me a pile to start with, 1, 2, or 3, or if you want to click with the heat map, that's fine too. We're just going to start off with trying to get our first family unit together. So all the family units, they're really good at finding each other. And so let's hope that that holds true going forward. All right, 3, we got somebody clicking 3. All right, we're going to start there. Okay, now here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and grab that's the King of Hearts, and we're going to go ahead and place the King of Hearts here. Now, if this part is true, we should be able to find all of the other hearts right now. But if I go ahead and I put the cards together and put them in their house, that's not the heart household. It's actually the club household, because that's the Queen of Clubs, the Jack of Clubs, and the King of Clubs. I know, strange, right? Okay, let's go ahead and delicious. Would anybody like to select another pile to go with next, or the same pile if you would like? Maggie says 2, so we'll go with 2 next. Okay. Now let's see. Once again, let's try and see if the Jack of Spades can find its family unit. So if this is the correct spade family unit, hopefully when we put them all into their household, we'll find that it was not the spade household. It was actually the heart household the entire time. Okay, Sick Psycho, if I had to stack these piles however which way, let me know. If you said 1, 2, 3, I'll take all of 1, place it on 2, take that whole pile and place it on 3. If you say 3, 2, 1, I'll do it in reverse. If you say 2, 3, 1, I'll do it that way, or 2, 1, 3, or however else. But 2, 3, 1. Okay, 2, 3, 1. Okay, for our next family unit, we're gonna try and force it. Oh, actually, let's clear this heat map once again. Delicious heat map. But as we know, we do have spades and diamonds left. But we're gonna try and force our next. We're gonna try and force our next family unit, because we're gonna make it happen. Okay, so if I go ahead and show you Queen of Diamonds, okay, great. Go ahead and put the Queen of Diamonds right there. Okay, and now look, if I go ahead and I place the King of Diamonds right there. And now let's go ahead and place the Jack of Diamonds right there. And let's put them into their diamond household. And even though we tried to force this to be the diamond household, it actually is the spade household instead. What? And of course, this has to be the diamond household. They're playing fun shenanigans on me, but King of Diamonds, Jack of Diamonds, and Queen of Diamonds. And that, my friends, is family unit. All right, I see Keyboard Grinder has come back. Thank you kindly for coming back and letting me know, Keyboard Grinder. All right, excellent. Thank you kindly for the claps and the reactions. Thank you kindly for the applause, Maggie Miller, and thank you kindly for the claps. Chan the Magic Man, Keyboard Grinder, Maggie Miller, Sick Psycho, thank you very much. And then we have, all right, so Keyboard Grinder is back, so let's go ahead and do the Devil's Elevator now. So I'm just going to pop that up to the top there. And then I can get rid of this thing. And we just did family unit. Cool. And then also general reminder, hydrate yourselves or dehydrate if you're drinking something else. But let's go ahead and set up for the Devil's Elevator. Guinness? No. Keyboard Grinder. I'm having Dragon's Milk. It's basically my favorite beer, but I'm having a Dragon's Milk Reserve, and it's an older one, so it is a slightly different flavor profile than your typical Dragon's Milk. But if you want to know the selling point, it's if you like deep, dark beers that taste like coffee and things like that, that is kind of like... So this is a bourbon-aged barrel beer, and it has notes of vanilla and chai spices. Not the best one, but there's another one that has like peanut butter flavor, and I'm like, it's not overwhelmingly peanut butter. It's just a hint enough where it's like, I get some peanut butter, and then it's like amazing. Yeah. So yeah. So sorry, not Guinness, but yes, Six Psycho, Dragon's Milk, yes. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and, oh yeah, the keyboard grinder has signed the Jack of Diamonds. So let's pull that out. We're going to try and use that. And then we're going to have to find some other cards. Okay. Keyboard grinder, just as a nonchalant, if you were to be in a level of hell, do you believe personally that you would be deeper in hell or shallower in hell? Hey, welcome in the Rusty Panda. How's it going? Oh, by the way, this has absolutely nothing to bear on you, the keyboard grinder. It's just purely for the trick. Okay, shallow. Okay, that's exactly what I needed to know. Okay, 2, so 3. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to adapt this trick on the fly with a jack because I never use a jack for this. Okay. All right. Interesting name. Oh yeah. Dragon's Milk is a wonderful name for a beer. Six Psycho. If you are in the states near the southeast, you can find it in most Publix and Kroger's. Yeah, I'm in the northeast, so I can find it in my local supermarket as well. Let's see, shallow. Okay, excellent. That gets Hey, welcome in, Curviously Jen. How's it going? Okay, all right. So let's perform The Devil's Elevator, starring the keyboard grinder. All right. First things first. We have a bunch of 6s and 9s over here. They are black 6s and 9s mostly because it's the Devil's Elevator, and at certain angles it could look like 666. That's pretty much why I'm using 6s and 9s. Obviously, besides the meme, we could also say that. But also we have Six Psycho 696, so you know, might as well. Okay, so that's why we're doing that. And then I have over here, normally I would have the 5, the 4, the 3, and the 2 of diamonds, but instead we have the 5, 4, 3, and then Jack of Diamonds, which is the keyboard grinder signed as well. So what we're going to do is leave the 4 black 6s and 9s over here for a second. And then I'm going to be laying out the other cards over here. So here's the 5. And then here's the 4. And then the 3, I think. And then here's what would be the 2, but is actually starring keyboard grinder as the Jack of Diamonds. So there we are. And place that on top. So the reason why I asked the keyboard grinder is whether he would be shallow or deeper in hell is that each one of these cards is going to represent a level of hell. So this is the topmost level, the second level of hell, third, the fourth, and the fifth, which are all deeper, of course, because they're underground. But if we take the keyboard grinder and place them in the second level of hell, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are in the second level of hell, what you need to know is that hell is not just a place of religious belief. It is a business. And as all businesses, they have a maintenance elevator. And that's what this Devil's Elevator is. Now, in order for you to escape it, now knowing that it's a business, now knowing that it has this maintenance elevator, is that it's easiest to escape from hell from the top level. So your goal, at least, is to get to the uppermost level of hell, getting in the Devil's Elevator. You'll see the 2 elevator buttons. You'll approach it, and then you're going to press up. After you get in, I mean, it still works like a normal elevator. So, and then it doesn't work unless you hear the ding. So, ding! Thank you kind of for the ding. And actually, if I show you, the keyboard grinder has found his way out of hell. And that's great news because, I don't know if you guys know, I would like to continue listening to the keyboard grinder play his keyboards. Okay, so next, I'm going to go ahead and take the 3 and place it here in the third level of hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once again, the 3 will find the elevator, approach it, and press the up button. And you don't escape unless we hear ding. Excellent. Thank you kindly, Chan, for the ding. And of course, we have the 3 coming up to the top. Now, some people believe that I've had some of the red diamond cards in here the entire time, but if I show you, these are the same 4 black 6s and 9s we've been using the entire time. But if I go ahead and I place the 4 into the 4th level of hell, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, push that in. Once again, that person approaches the elevator, presses the up elevator button. Now, it doesn't work unless you hear the ding. Oh, 6 Psycho got the ding. Excellent, because, here we go, the 4 is on the top. And, of course, some people have accused me of using more than 4 cards. But, I mean, there's more than 4 levels of hell. There's more than 5 levels of hell, but 5 levels of hell. But that's all we need to demonstrate the efficacy of the Devil's Elevator. So, once again, clearly going to place that on the bottom. Going to square this up and just press the up button. And this might take an extra long time because it is 5 levels. So, there we go. 6 Psycho got the ding. And that, my friends, is the 5. Hold on, there we go. 5 of diamonds. And these are the same 4 black 6s and 9s we've been using the whole time. And that, my friends, is how you use the Devil's Elevator to hopefully get out of hell. Starring the keyboard grinder, who escaped first, so there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that keyboard grinder. Keyboard grinder says, "What?" Hopefully I said that in the most accurate way to that text. Amazing! And thank you kindly for the claps. Keyboard grinder, the Rusty Panda, 6 Psycho, Gibson Lens. I'll be grinding keys in hell if I'm there. Welcome in, David Piano. How's it going? Thank you for the devil. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Let's do that. Okay, Chicago opener. Thank you for the magic. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you kindly for coming in and requesting trick and subscribing. Greatly appreciate it. This is a great time to show you guys, before I get into the next trick, I do want to show this to you. This is called a deck sock. Yep, a deck sock. So first of all, it's a little sock, and it might look like a sock, but it's actually only the height of a deck. And I'm just going to go ahead and peel this deck away, or sorry, peel the sock away from the deck. So it's a nice little, cute deck sock. Ta-da! Alright. And that, my friends, is a deck sock. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to show you before we get... First of all, Cashmere Feline, welcome back. How's it going? Wow! Reproduced myself. Did I just go... But man. Wow, reproduced myself. Did I just go through mitosis or something? No. For those of you who did not know, in magic, when you make something disappear, that's typically called a vanish. And then when you make something reappear, that's called a reproduction. So that's all that means. So, yeah. Maggie Miller says, "I love the sock. That's incredible." Oh man. Okay, cool. So let's see. I've got to find something that we can do this trick with for now. Next. Okay. Okay. All right. Charlie's Beats, are you there? Just wondering if you are, because we may want you to select a card. Oh, I'm not sure why I'm not doing this yet. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Hi, Gibson chat. Okay, cool. All right, I think I'm caught up on chat. All right, excellent. Okay, first things first, I'm going to need a card selected. So feel free to select any of these cards. Charlie's Beats you had requested, so feel free to go ahead and click directly on the screen. And if not, if you're okay with a proxy, whoever clicks it next would then have their card be the selection. I'm going to assume this is you, Charlie, and if it's not, do I have your permission to proceed? I believe it's this one. It was! Alright, excellent. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and just split it there. Okay, this is one of those ones. I'm going to go ahead and turn my head away. So, actually, let me clear this heat map first. Delicious. Okay. I'm going to turn my head away, and then I'll flip it over, and you guys take a look. Hopefully somebody in chat gets it. So, here we go. Okay. I'll give you a few seconds. Hopefully somebody's got it. And then, okay, I'm going to turn back. Does somebody in chat have it? Just got to make sure before we proceed. Yeah, all right, excellent. Somebody has it, at least. Cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lose this into the pack, like this. And I know I can kind of keep track of it right now because, you know, magician. But, let me just squarely push it together like this, and I'll rotate. I'm not holding any brakes, so I don't have any in jogs or out jogs. If you don't understand any of that, that's okay. Inside baseball. Okay, now what we're going to do is use something magical. And if you guys didn't already know, the sock is magical. Because first of all, I'm going to show you the inside of the deck sock. There's nothing there. But this deck sock is magical in that it's going to do the magic. I know that didn't look very magical, but trust me on this, it was magical. Because if I now remove the sock and I spread the deck, this sock has actually changed something in the deck. If I spread and show you the deck, get your minds out of the gutter, or keep them there. I mean, I guess my mind lives there. So you'll notice that there's one card conspicuously way different than the next. I think a lot of people might say this one is conspicuously different than the rest. I think that might be the case, right? Okay, whoever got the card in chat, go ahead and tell me what the card was. Cashmere Feel one of these things is not like the other. The Queen of Spades. Oh man, the Queen of Spades. Checking the gaff meter would be proud. Checking the gaff meter, Queen of Spades. I know, excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do now is let's pretend to do that again. I mean, we don't have to pretend; we can actually do it again. But smaller subset of cards this time. Somebody here. Why doesn't somebody just select one of the cards from here? Go ahead and just click on it. Oh, one of these ones? Okay. All right. So I'm going to assume it's like that one. Okay. Oh. Wait, is that one? Okay. This one? All right. Okay, do you want to change your mind, whoever used this heat map? Because, you know, okay, so here's the card that was selected. If you go one further, it would be this. If you go one shallower, it would be this. So now okay, so this is the one. Okay, so this is the card. I'm going to look away. Okay, hopefully you got that. Okay, great. Okay, once again, I'm going to go ahead and have the sock do its magic. The sock is clearing its throat. Not like the sock has a throat. But here we go. There we go. The sock is now doing its magic. While we do that, let me go ahead and eat these heat maps. Nope. There we go. Delicious. Oh, Kashmir, yeah, you were lurking when we had discussed the deck sock. So yeah, there's actually, you can fit a deck of cards in this sock. Anyway, it's probably done doing its magic. So let's go ahead and see what card it has changed. Hey, welcome in, Bert the Wayfarer. How's it going? Sock ventriloquism, Pock. Hold on, let me. Hello, how's it sock. All right, hopefully that was enough. But okay, so I don't see another red card here. Hold on. Did the sock do its job? Let me just spread one more time. Okay, whoever looked at the card the second time, what was the second card? Just go ahead and let me know now in the chat, because perhaps the sock did not do its job correctly. David Beal says more than that. Oh man. Yeah, it's like my other personality that actually comes through the sock. The 10 of diamonds! Okay, the 10 of diamonds. Alright. You know what? Oh, I think I hear the sock whispering to me. Hold on. The sock is whispering to me, and it is saying, I did the trick right, you fool! Flip over the damn red card! Alright, well, I don't know how the sock became British. But okay. I guess I'm going to flip over the damn red card. Here we go. 10 of diamonds! Alright, great. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, I see. Okay. It's because I touched the red card when you placed me on the deck, you fool! Alright. You blithering idiot! Well, I guess this may be the last time we see the sock. Although if you guys like the sock, we can bring the sock back. Hey, was that the card? That was the correct card, right? Alright, excellent. And that, my friends, was the Chicago opener, aka Red Hot Mama, starring Deck Sock. Alright, cool. If we can get shoutouts for David Piano and Bert the Wayfarer. So David Piano also plays piano, also plays jazz, plays a lot of VGM. And actually, wait, David Piano, I have, hold on, I have some cards in here that I think you might like to see. Actually, you should request a trick. David Piano, you should request a trick. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll see if we can figure something out. And then also, Bert the Wayfarer, magician, also one of the few people that we know named Bert, aside from my mod Gibson Lens. So please give Bert the Wayfarer a follow, formerly known as Bert Poe, or Bert, I think, the Explorer, I think. So, cool, excellent. Berts of Twitch, unite! By all powers combined, we are Berts! I don't think I can share that. My name is not Bert. I'm sorry. But if it gets so popular, maybe I'll change my name to Bert just so I could be part of this exclusive club. Okay. Time to legally change it. Bert. Oh man, actually, if I keep it Nombert, then people could at least still call me Nom, but it'll still officially be, because there's like Albert, Robert, even though those people are normally named Bob. So, all right. Nombert. It's like a Gilbert. Yeah, it's like a Gilbert. Exactly. Nombert. The truck nerd says, if he becomes a Bert, I'll become Ernie. Oh my god, so I have a 20-month-old, and she's watching Elmo's World and some Sesame Street. And I used to love Ernie. Ernie was my favorite Sesame Street character when I was a kid. And now watching the Bert and Ernie sketches as an adult, I'm like, oh my god, Ernie is so obnoxious, and Bert is like just trying to be a person. And Ernie is just like a douchebag. And I'm like, oh, I'm an adult now. Like, number one. And number two, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for Bert. Like, poor Bert. Yeah, I know, exactly right. So, okay. Okay, so we have a request from David Piano for a trick called Oil and Water. Okay. Alright, good news, bad news. I'm going to have to get an extra card. Actually, yeah, I'm going to get an extra card from over here. Okay. All right. So, friends, first things first. I have to fill you in on this a little bit because David Piano is a streamer. I was in David Piano's stream, and then there was an event in which I was able to enter to win David Piano stickers, and I won those stickers. I mean, there were more than just one raffle, so I was able to get some stickers. So first things first, I do want to show off those stickers, and then we're going to try and do this trick with them. Okay, so here are the David Piano sticker cards. They are all Kirby themed. And then the other card that I have to kind of fill in with is this one, because I need 4 that look weird. And then on the other side, we're just going to choose... these are red backed, right? Okay, good. We just need 4 other cards. So they're just going to be black face cards. And we're going to attempt to do a trick called oil and water with these. So, yeah, you didn't send me a 4th sticker, David Piano, so I needed to fill in with something here. By the way, welcome in, For Loris. How's it going? Missed last week's stream, but thank you to whoever gifted me a sub. Oh, yeah, somebody... Sick Psycho, is I think. And he's in stream, or sorry, he's in chat right now, I think, so... If I recall, I may have recalled. Okay, good 4th pick. So first of all, yeah, these are all David Piano emotes. So if you want these emotes, follow and sub to David Piano. Yeah, you gave gift subs last week, right? And somebody just thanked you, and I believe because you're the one that got one that hit for Loris. So there you go. Just want to let you know somebody thanked you for the gift sub. Besides me. Somebody else in addition. So those are the 4 cards here, and then these are just 4 random face cards from the deck. So, okay, this is going to be a little bit different because these are decal stickers that are like pressed onto the card. So I hope I can still do everything fine, but we're just going to hope and pray. Okay. All right, so we have. Nope, it wasn't me. I gave 500 bits. Oh no! Somebody. Okay, sorry. Somebody else. All right, we'll figure it out later. Okay, so I have the 4 black face cards here, and this trick is called oil and water. What do oil and water do when you place them together? They separate. It was anonymous. Oh yeah, that's right, anonymous. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place, a black face card and then a Kirby. Either way, congrats on the gift sub. Oh yeah, thank you kindly. I said that for Loris, as though I was thinking to myself the conversation was continuing on. All right, so black face card and then a Kirby, and then a black face card, and then what would be a Kirby. So it's a Kirby placeholder. Call me maybe. Black face card and then Kirby. Okay. So, now, if these were to separate properly, if we take a look at the bottom, we've got a black face card. And if we take a look at the top card, it's actually a Kirby. I know, super interesting, right? But look, that was all of the time that was required, because if I flip over all these top 4 cards, they are our Kirby cards, and all of our black face cards are over here. I know. Super crazy. I'm part of the magical realm now. Yes. Just as long as you're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh, that's that. Unimpressed? I know. I saw like 1 David Piano emote, so that's okay. We'll do a second time. Here we are. So all of our black face cards over here. Ooh, they didn't break the Carly Rae Jepsen. No, they did not break the Carly Rae Jepsen. Now, last time I had started with a black card, and, that sunk to the bottom, so maybe you guys were suspicious of that. So perhaps this time we should start with a Kirby. So, here, we'll start with a Kirby. Kirby. Black face card. Kirby placeholder. Call me maybe. And then, black face card. Kirby. Black face card. Kirby black face card. Okay. Just to speed that up a little bit. Okay. Now, would you believe that they can separate? 6Psycho696. Oh my god, thank you kindly for the gift sub to Bert the Wayfarer. Bert, you got a gift sub from 6Psycho. Thank you kindly. Separation completion, and thanks for the gift. Okay, so last time we started with black face cards, but this time we started with a Kirby. So we would expect to see a Kirby here, right? But no, it's actually a black face card. But over here, oh look, it's a Kirby. And then, so if I go ahead and continue to show, black face card, Kirby, black face card, Kirby placeholder, black face card, Kirby. And that is the standard oil and water, everybody. However, we're going to take this up to the next level. Would you believe that I can do this trick with the cards face up? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab this Call Me Maybe placeholder. I'll place it over here. And I'm going to go ahead and place this Jack of Spades over here. Okay. All right. Okay. Ryan B44 says, yeah! And For Laura says, oh boy, I'm so ready. Dave Piano says, And then Bert says, revealing all the secrets. No. I don't think I'm revealing any secrets here because I'm just going to go ahead and push them all together. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, you know what? I'll tell you one thing about the secrets of magic. Sometimes magicians will perform a snap. And they'll say that it's for effect. But believe it or not, that snap was not for effect. That was a mechanical snap where I kicked the cards from each pile into the other pile. I know, you don't believe me, but look. If you take a look now, here is all of the black face cards, and here are all the Kirbys. I know, super weird, right? That's okay. That's okay. So here, what we're going to do, pile kicking pog, right? Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and place 2 and 2. And then once again, we're going to place 2 and 2. And what I'm going to do is place 2 Kirbys on top of 2 black face cards and 2 Kirbys on top of... Hold on. I think... Yeah, 2 Kirbys on top of these 2 black face cards. These 2 black face cards on top of these 2 Kirbys. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me go ahead and do a snap again. What did we just learn about snaps? It's a mechanical snap. I just kicked all the cards into the correct pile. Because, if you take a look now, this contains no black face cards. They're all Kirbys. And then this is all black face cards. Right. Okay. Alright. One more. Let's go ahead and swap these. Boom, boom. And this is the only part in which these are face down. Let's do that mechanical snap one more time. Did you see the cards fly? No, of course not, because this is at most 30 FPS, and the cards fly way faster than that. So take a look. All of the Kirbys are over here, and all of the black face cards are over here. And that, my friends, is the oil and water ultimate collection. All right. Thank you kindly for the transporter, 6Psycho. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, man. Okay, let's read some of those. Pile kick, pog. I'm shooketh. Oh, we got the Rob Kovac stare. Is my head moving fast enough? I don't know. Cards are going 900 FPS, yes. Whoa, thank you kindly for the cheer, David Piano. Greatly appreciate it. Awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed that. So, as you could tell, that is not a custom trick made for David Piano, but I used your cards for the trick, so hopefully that was okay. So that was fun. Also, that was insane. Thank you kindly, Bert, for the compliment. Well then, David Piano. Nice transporter. All right, Ryan B. And let's see. And then we got some random requests. Excellent. Hey, welcome in. Checking the gaff meter. How's it going? Ah. Oh, okay. So I also remembered that I made a mistake. I'll tell you about it in a minute. So go. Not during this trick. In a previous stream. But okay, there we go. So hopefully you enjoyed that, David Piano. I would assume so. Thank you for the cheers. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. So let's see. We have a request from Charlie's Beats. Yes. Reminder to everybody: if you've been sitting all day, go ahead and take a stretch break because it's probably a good time to stretch. Make sure. Checking the F meter says, "Hey there, great, thank you. Hope you are well. You are. Hold on. Hope you are as well. Yeah. Okay. I'm not bad at reading English. I am bad at reading English, but shh, don't tell anybody. I've been imposter syndroming it for a very long time now. So." All right, Six Psycho says, well, gotta head to bed. Much love. Have a great rest of your stream, and hope you and the little one get feeling better. Oh, thank you very much, Six Psycho. You have a glorious evening as well. Take care. Thank you kindly for the love and support, and we'll hope to see you back another time. But you have a good night. Okay. All right. How to do this trick. I need to remember properly how to do this trick. Let's use red face cards this time, so they get some use, I guess. Okay. So this trick is called illogical conclusion, and what I'm going to be doing is something interesting. All right, let's see. That button on mobile is always so deadly. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. So here we are, a trick called illogical conclusion. I have two piles of 4 cards each. Now, I don't want to show you any of the cards in this pile quite yet. But I will show you all the cards in this pile. I just got to make sure they are in the right order, and good thing I did, because this just needs to be... You know what? I'm going to start over. Okay, before I do this, we're going to do that. Okay. And this is what we call a mulligan. All right. Take 2. Thank you kindly for that, Fort Loris. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, so we have 2 piles here. I've got 4 cards in each pile. I'm not going to show you any of the cards in this pile. I will show you all the cards in this pile, and they are currently all red face cards. Now, I'm going to slowly swap cards between this pile and that pile. So, first round, we're going to swap 1 card. And then I'm going to show all the cards in this pile again. And then hopefully you'll be able to tell me what's in all 8 cards by the end. So here we go. So I think you might have just seen all red face cards again. But don't let me sway you with my words. Pay attention with your eyes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to swap 2 cards. And we'll do that again. Okay. And I think you just saw probably 4 red face cards. That's my guess. Now we'll swap 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll show you all these one more time. And it appears as though they might also be all red face cards. And now we're going to make 1 swap. And we'll go through this one more time. Okay, important question. How many red face cards did you see? And how many other cards did you see? Did you see any black face cards? Did you see any red spot cards or black spot cards? Feel free to let me know in the chat. I'll take a moment to take a swig. FYI, if anybody is having a drink, feel free. Or if you're just hydrating, go ahead and hydrate. No. All right, here. I know that you may not believe anything. I'm going to give you a hint. There were definitely at least 4 red face cards. No black cards, but I think that there was a card signed that kept disappearing. Oh yeah, so this one, it was signed by the keyboard grinder. Whom signed today? Hard Seltzer, you said? Oh yeah, Hard Seltzer. Alright, well, that's okay. So these cards aren't actually traditional cards. They are cards that say, hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, so here's my number, so call me maybe. Ta-da. I know, you didn't expect that, right? Oh man, I just had a crazy idea for this. I would like these cards to say, the Spanish Inquisition! Exclamation point. Because then I could say nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Oh, that's brilliant! Oh my god, thanks for being here. Thanks for inspiring me, even though I was like, man, Thank you kindly for the Call Me Maybe emotes. Gibson Lens, Catch Me If You Lie, Charlie's Beats. Thank you kindly for those. Thank you kindly for the claps and the ding. Chan the Magic Man, checking the gaff meter. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, oh man. Oh, hold on. I have to write. Hold on. Let me write down. Well, I'm not actually going to write it. I'm just going to type it. But I just need to make a note. Illogical conclusion. Logical conclusion. Spanish Inquisition. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Okay. All right. So anyway, those of you who are here will know about it. Maybe if you guys see it in the future. This is the stream that birthed that trick. Whoops. Ding was a misfire. Oh, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with dinging randomly. I don't know if that was inappropriate, but if it was, you're welcome. And if it wasn't, aw shucks. Alright, ding ding ding! Alright, okay. Funny story about this trick, 4-to-1 switch. So last time somebody else requested a 4-to-1 switch, and I had performed this version of it, but I have another switch where it's a 4-to-1 or 1-to-4 switch, and I performed the other one. So as recompense, for checking the gaff meter this time, I'm going to do both. So, ding means it was performed successfully. Oh, is that what it means? Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Dings can mean anything. Dings could be like, dents in your car. Dings could mean, ka-ching, money in your bank account. Dings could mean... I don't know when the last time I heard anybody use the phrase dingbat, but, it could mean a dingbat. I don't know. All right. Oh, I just realized I don't want to offend anybody. Let me find some cards that don't have anything. Okay, great. Okay, so this is actually the one that is requested. And then I'll do the other one as recompense from last time because I did this one instead of the other one. Okay, cool. I just intended applause, so have that too. Alright, yay! I know how to applause! Alright. Sure, exactly. Alright. Why dingbat when you can wingbat? Am I right? Sorry for the sound effects. I'm being ridiculous today. It may have something to do with me drinking about this much beer, and this is an 11% beer, so it's a non-trivial amount of ABV. But anyway, enjoy the show if you guys are enjoying the show. Or if you think Nom's being a dingbat, that's okay too. That's fine. That's fine. You're entitled to believe what you want to believe. Okay. Cheers. Excellent. Thank you kindly for the cheers, Kashmir. Okay, so we have 4 black spot cards, and each one of these spots is going to represent a suitor. A suitor for the lovely Queen of Hearts. And that, my friends, is the Queen of Hearts. Now, what we're going to do is... what am I doing here? Okay, we're going to start over. Hey! We're going to do that a second time. It's okay, I haven't actually messed anything up yet, because I didn't do anything. It's just, there's this thing where it's like, I've performed certain tricks in a certain way, and if I don't, like, get ready, or if I see something that's like, oh, that made me think, and then my mind strays, it's like, I need to get back to the familiar performance. I don't know why my hand is moving like a fish. Here, we'll move it down to this camera. Wow, that's really fluid. All right. Okay. Each of these spots is going to represent suitors for the lovely Queen of Hearts. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and leave the Queen of Hearts over here because the Queen of Hearts doesn't want to be with any of these suitors. So we're going to go ahead and hold that there. And over here, we've got all of our suitors. Now, here's the thing. What we're going to do is the suitors are going to try and get over with the Queen of Hearts. But if we take a look, the Queen of Hearts is over here, but she's found a way to push all of the suitors over here instead. Okay, that, my friends, is actually the 4-to-1 switch that I performed last time and is actually the one that is requested. So we're just going to take a quick pause, and then I'm going to do the other 4-to-1 switch. For Laura says, she knows her worth. She literally cha-cha smoothed them. Should I try and read that differently? She knows her worth. Girlfriend. She literally cha-cha smoothed them. Do I need the eyebrows? I need the eyebrow, right? Okay, does that make it better or worse? I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys, that's on the other end, on the receiving end of this. Okay, while I get ready for the other version of the 4-to-1 switch. Gibson Lens, thank you kindly for the smile. One eyebrow gives it the right attitude. Oh, okay. I have to one eyebrow it. Oh, can I do one eyebrow? No. Oh, that's very unimpressive to me, I think. I feel like I should be able to do one eyebrow. She knows her worth. I don't know. Okay, alright. Okay, so for this trick, we're going to be using the 4 aces as our helper cards. So I'm going to go ahead and place the 4 aces over here. And then we're going to need a card selected. So let's randomly select this Queen of Clubs, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Queen of Clubs and we're going to place it here into that packet. And then I'm going to be picking up these these aces, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn each one of these aces face down, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wave my hand over the packet. 1, 2, 3. And believe it or not, those 4 cards have turned into this one card right here. And this one card, if I spread, has actually become 4 cards. And if I show you, this one card is actually our Queen of Clubs. And then these are actually our helpers, the 4 aces. And you know I didn't replace them because they're signed. So there we are. That is the other 4-for-1 switch. So I'm sorry whoever requested it last time. I mixed them up, but you know, they're 4-to-1 switches. It's very easy to mix them up. All right. Oh, hold on. Going back to the one eyebrow gives it the right attitude. How many eyebrows does it take to give the left attitude? Hold on, I don't have to do this anymore. That's why I have this. There we go. Thank you kindly for the applause, checking the gaff meter. And thank you kindly for the for Loris. I apologize, I should have had a sound warning before I did that. And thank you kindly for the GG David Piano. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you kindly for the claps, Cashmere Feline. Next time I will do the sound warning. Okay, warning, sound warning. Going to repeat what Forlora said. Alright. Charlie's Beat says, what the? This would have been great if Charlie's Beats was like modding or just like attention to another stream comes back to seeing crazy Asian going, Oh, thank you kindly for the bonk. Hold on, I did not hear the bonk. There's something broken. Hold on, I feel compelled to give you the bonk now. Okay, that also sounded weird, I'm sorry. Let's see, sound alerts. Okay, here we go. Can we hear... No, wait. Okay, here we go. Did we hear the bonk that time? Okay, I think we heard the bonk that time. Alright, let's see. Cashmere says, Nam is off the rails tonight! Oh, man. I don't know if there were rails in the first place, but... Chan says, lol. Charlie says, indeed. You have real Cashmere energy tonight, friend. Oh, well, thank you kindly. Feline. Sorry, I can... Feline. I can do the one eyebrow when I say feline. Like, feline. That's amazing. Like, I just can't willy-nilly do it. The bonk was heard. Yep. Rails? What rails? Where we're going, we don't need rails. What movie was that from? Except I replaced some words. Okay, Cashmere Feline has requested the 4-card trick. Oh. Cashmere Feline. Would you like the same trick that we got last time or the original version of the trick? Because I remember doing a custom version for you last time. For your raid. Ooh. I mean, to be fair, you know what the surprise ending is, so do you want me to even just... No, I don't have any... Do I have any cards? No. I always do love the custom version. Alright. Okay. First order of business. Do I have the custom version card? Or do I have to write a new one? Because... I have all of the... Yep. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that, because I can't find the custom version at the moment. I took it out with the intention of packing it away so that I would guaranteedly bring it with me to TwitchCon, so that if you were also there, I could deliver it to you. But instead, okay, alright. No, I think we're okay. Okay, woo! Dodge a bullet there. Dodge a bullet there. Okay, so this particular trick, everybody, is going to be starring our friend Scout the dog. Let's see. Ooh, I always do love custom versions. Surprise me then. Okay. Now I'm overselling and under-delivering at no extra charge. You know, I'm not in marketing or sales, so... however, if you guys want to see maybe how off the rails I am tonight, normally you guys will see me with the one bun. But have you seen me with the dual buns? I have a second one in the back, hidden from view, where if I did not turn my head that much, you may or may not have seen it. I guess I did turn my head tonight, so I don't know if it turned enough, but there we go. I was actually thinking, what should we call this? Should it be called a pony hawk? If I had, like, you know, more, like, all the way going back, like, it's like ponytails all the way back, right? Like, okay. Great Scott! That is the movie, correct. I mean, not the movie Great Scott, but yes, that's a character in the movie that, yeah. Pony Hawk, nice. All right, thanks, Chan. Okay, this is called the 4-card trick. And it uses 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these cards, I do want to show you, are all blank. There's actually nothing on them at all. However, last time on Dragon Ball Z, I mean this episode of me streaming on stream, we had a raid from Cashmere Feline, and that raid manifested in a card that allowed us to star, here we go, Scout the Dog. Not only did I write this on stream, I drew the paw as well as per Cashmere Feline's request. Wow, I can't talk English good tonight. Forloris is giving Cynthia Angelica's doll from Rugrats. Oh my god, Rugrats! I remember Rugrats. I used to watch that show when I was a kid. Great Scout! That was a great adaptation of that. Great Scout! Okay, so here's the thing. What I want to do is I want to grab Scout the Dog, and I'm going to place Scout the Dog in the middle of this pack right here. And I want you to follow Scout the Dog. Here we are. You'll be able to see Scout the Dog because it's still clearly labeled Scout the Dog right there. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove Scout the Dog from here for a little bit. You know what? Let's place Scout the Dog here in this sock. I'm going to go ahead and grab and place Scout the Dog in the deck sock. So now Scout the Dog's in that sock. Okay, I just can't do this because I don't want to destroy Scout the Dog. Well, that sounds weird. Yeah, it depends on what you name Scout the Dog. For example, if you have a lovely hamburger and you call it Scout the Dog, that's probably not going to go over well. Okay, but look, if I show you now, look, Scout the Dog has disappeared. There's actually no Scout the Dog here because Scout the Dog is here. But look, I'm going to go ahead and grab Scout the Dog and place Scout the Dog back into the pack of cards. All right, thanks, Deck Sock. You're doing great. You're doing great tonight. I love you, Deck Sock. All right. Okay. So now if I just snap, look, if I just show you, Scout the Dog has reappeared in the pack. Now, you could probably tell Scout the Dog by the front because it says Scout the Dog, and these are all blank. But what you may not realize is that you could also tell Scout the Dog from the back. Why would we place our hamburger in a sock? Or our Scout in a hamburger? I don't know. I'm having a great time. Let me address those after I finish the trick. You can also tell it from the back because the back isn't a blue back card. It says, "Thanks for the raid from last week, Cashmere." Thank you kindly. Alright, okay. Now, let me see what kind of shenanigans chat is up to here. Alright, protect the dog. Poor Scout. Why would why would we place our hamburger in a sock? Okay, if you need to keep the hamburger warm and there's nothing else to keep the hamburger insulated, you might have to do that. Put it in a sock. I don't think the sock would be wearable after the fact, but, to each their own. You could probably... No, alright, okay. Okay, let's see. Next. Why would we place Scout in a hamburger? I guess, I don't want to say anything that will offend Cashmere Feline, because she has a dog named Scout. But we could hypothetically, for fun, and not at all in a we're going to eat Scout kind of way, we could just put a hamburger bun around Scout without the intention of eating. Just to take some pictures, it would be great for social media. I'm not talking about taking Scout and, making a burger out of Scout. Sorry. All right, everybody, get that burger making image out of your head. That's okay. All right, Technical Meter says, "Oh, good boy." All right. For Laura says to keep it warm. Thank you kindly for Loris. That's exactly what I was thinking. All right, Chain the Magic Man. Thank you for the lols and woot. Thank you kindly for the claps. Cashmere Feline. Charlie's Beats. Checking the meter. We're asking the important questions. Yes. Okay. So everybody, if you have an important question to ask me, go ahead and just ask me. We'll see how it goes. All right. This could be fun or terrible, one or the other. But hopefully to encourage you, I'm going to drink another sip of liquid courage, as some people call it. I probably didn't need the sip of liquid courage anyway. I mean, you know. Okay. Oh, that would be adorbs. Yes. Okay. All right. You know what? If I'm willing to sacrifice a burger bun, I'll put my cat in a burger bun. Take that picture, and I'll share it later. But he would probably look pretty cute, to be fair. Yeah. We share one brain cell in this stream. Cashmere Feline says, Stout, Porter, what you drinking, friend? Yeah, you missed it. I did pour this on stream. It is a stout. It's called Dragon's Milk. Dragon's Milk is my favorite. This is a reserve version from like years ago. So it is a bourbon barrel aged stout, and it is with vanilla and chai spices. So, full disclosure, I've had all of the reserves that I could find, and this is probably one of the not as good ones, but it's still good in it's still a good beer. It's just not better than the other Dragon's Milk reserve versions. So, okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and place Scout the dog in the sock. Here we go. Ta-da! So now Scout can remain warm for the rest of the night. Omegang? No, this is New Holland Brewing Company. Omegang is a good guess, though. Omegang is actually near where I live. It's like a 3-hour drive away, I think, if I wanted to pick up Omegang. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I remembered it was being in upstate New York. Yes. So Omegang is in a place called Cooperstown, which, if anybody likes baseball, sports ball. The Sports Ball Hall of Fame is right near Cooperstown, specifically baseball, if anybody is interested. Sorry, I just dropped the sock. Let me lean over. You can still see I'm on stream. Okay. Okay, how can I... Yes, alright. Okay, sock has been saved. Okay. Whew. That was thrilling. That was exciting. Plaid detected. Oh no! Yeah, you're right. I'm wearing pajama pants. So my stream shirt today is this. And then I'm just wearing pajama pants like I normally do. The question of what PJ pants now is wearing has been answered. Yeah, if that was a burning question on your mind, we can answer it right now. FYI, the trick queue is empty. If anybody would like to see some more magic, feel free to request some. Here's how. I have a streamer song list filled with magic tricks, or you can random, ! Random. Let's see, in the interim, I was... what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Cooperstown. Yeah. Omegang. However you want to pronounce it. I think both pronunciations have been accepted. But also good brewery. When I was able to drink more beer all the time, I would drink a bunch of theirs. So pretty good. But anyway, Dragon's Milk, my favorite beer. So, and I can't have that much alcohol now. So when I do have a beer, I like to have my favorite. So there we go. Yes, they did a whole bunch of Game of Thrones beers. Yes, they got the license to do all of the Game of Thrones beers. So they officially put out I think over the years it ended up being 8 or 9 different Game of Thrones beers. So yeah, most of them were pretty good, and they were in different styles as well. So if you liked Pilsners or Wits or IPAs, they had a Game of Thrones beer for each one of those. Okay. Alright. Forloris Sky. Okay, Forloris has requested something. Excellent. And, yeah, it was a lot. Yes. Alright, cool. And oh, and I do have a trick that I do want to practice on stream. It'll be the first time I'm doing it anywhere on the internet. So, okay, all right. So the inverted card trick. This is a trick that normally school kids might like to do on the playground when they first learn how to do a trick. But this one will hopefully blow your sock off. Hopefully you're wearing one sock. In the second phase. The first phase will not be as impressive, I think. But okay, here we are. So we have our Twitch deck. Let me just shuffle it up a little bit here. And what I would like to do is have a card selected. And what we can do is, if anybody has desktop that you can cluck, you can cluck. Sorry, my baby has been listening to Old MacDonald. So when you get to the chicken, okay, here we go. I saw this one first. I saw this one. Sorry, this one second. So, do we have any third? Sorry, do we have a third person wanting to break the tie? Or I saw this one move. So we're gonna go with this as our selection at the moment. It doesn't really matter that I see what it is, but you know what? I guess just for oh no, it was the other one. Oh well, it's too late now. I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you for the delicious heat maps. Okay. I will go ahead and turn my head away. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my head away and reveal this. So go ahead and take a look at that, and hopefully you guys have seen it. And okay, when and I've just looked at the card. I'm sorry. All right, it doesn't matter that I know what it is anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're going to go ahead and insert the card back into the deck, like so. And if you were here, you could place it back into the deck. Just trust me, it doesn't matter that I know what it is. Okay, now, what we're going to do is do something interesting. I'm going to go ahead and maybe mess this up. 1, 2, and 3! Oh, look at that. So the entire deck has just turned around your card. You believe me? No? Yes? No? Okay, alright. Because look, if I go ahead and spread through the cards, here's all the cards face up. And here's your card at the moment. And what? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know why. Okay. Thank you kindly for the bonk. Greatly appreciate it. And we're gonna. Oh! I was hit by a hammer. Oh. All right. Hopefully that was worth it. Okay. What was your card? Did you say 2 of diamonds? Because yeah, I did see it. But here we are. 2 of diamonds. That's okay. That was the first phase. So that's the part that would be unimpressive. That's okay. We're going to do it again. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab. That's for looking at the card. Oh no, I've been hit. My hit points has reduced by 3 hit points. Oh. I'm going to insert this 2 of diamonds into the deck. The face down card into the face down deck. I know. So this is the impressive part. Sorry. What's my motivation? Oh, man, am I making a fool of myself tonight? Man, you guys are gonna love the VOD for this. Okay, here we go. If I go ahead and I spread, you're gonna see that hey, one of the cards is face down, and would it be indeed the 2 of diamonds? And that, my friends, is the inverted card trick with 2 phases instead of the usual 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for the request for Loris. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And if nothing else, hopefully you enjoyed the oh! Thank you kindly for the claps, Cashmere Feline, and the emotes for Loris, and the claps, checking the gaff meter. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so I saw some chatter about the Twitch cons, which I do kind of want to talk about just for a quick minute. So, Kashmir asks Gibson, TwitchCon tickets aren't available yet. I don't think so. Weird. Robert made it sound like that they were available. Just the hotel reservations. Oh, is it really hard to get hotel reservations? Because it looks like there's 50 bajillion hotels there. It's time for everybody's favorite game, Bonk the Magician. Bonk. I don't know why this became Bonk, but there it is. It looks so weird on camera when I'm looking at myself with my hand out like this. It's also going to be the same weekend as a big music festival. Oh, okay. Thank you kindly for the claps, Gibson Lens. Yeah, usually what I've found for other conventions that are gigantic is that the hotel and accommodations are the limiting factor. So I'm probably going to book soon, but I was actually hoping to finish my taxes first. Yeah, hashtag being an adult is hard. Okay, I do have a trick that I've been practicing. It's a relatively new trick. I don't even know if I have the pattern for it yet, but... Whoa! That worked for some reason! Amazing! Thank you kindly for the... So that's so weird, because it's literally configured the same way on the other one. So, I don't know. Alright, I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to take a look. I don't want to spend time on stream looking at too much at, like, stream stuff. The volume is up. Everyone can play the alert. Yeah. Use the alert design for the bonk. Yeah, the bonk works. The bonk is yeah. It's literally configured the exact same way. I don't know. It's messed up. All right, everybody, here's a free bonk. Okay. Thank you kindly for the bits. Greatly appreciate checking the half meter. That was at the same weekend as Big Music Festival. Breaking news. Okay. For Loris redeemed tarot cards. Peek. Oh, okay. Oh, Magician's Choice with tarot cards. Oh, okay. I can't do this trick with tarot cards. I'm going to have to do a different trick with tarot cards. Let me pull out the tarot cards. Well, I have a steampunk style deck of tarot cards. Let's show you the deck first. And then we'll figure out what trick we can do in a minute. Okay, so the deck comes in this box called Steampunk Tarot. It's well labeled. There's its dimensions. You want to see it? Top side, underside, back side. Sorry, rear side. And then the backs look like this. And then the fronts, actually, let me separate into the two main sections. If anybody's familiar with a tarot deck, here are all of the main cards that are similar to a deck of cards. Oh, that man, spreading these do not help. So, but you've got the picture, and then like this is the King of Pentacles. So that is the king, and then the suits are like pentacles, swords, cups, and I think coins or wands. Different decks will have different suits, but so those are those, and that's the rest of this deck right here. And then this is a separate. Well, it's not separate. I mean, it's intended to be included when you're doing like tarot readings and things. But these are the major arcana, and so they represent like big deities or like seasonal changes or something. So the magician, the fool, the high priestess, and so on. If anybody has ever played like a Persona game, you've probably heard of these before. Okay, so I guess we're gonna do a magician's choice with the tarot deck, and I've already done a couple of tricks that I would normally do with it. So let's see what random brings up. Nope, already did that one. Random. Oh, I can't do it again. All right, great. I guess I'm going to be faced with actually choosing. All right, here we are. Birds of a feather. Okay, let me figure out how I'm going to do that in a way that actually makes sense. Because the thing is, these cards are not going to be easily identifiable because the text at the bottom is super, super small. And I think that will ruinish the trick, perhaps. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do a quick and simple, easy one. I'm sorry to cop out for Loris, but if you wanted a different trick, you could have requested one. Okay. So, I've got two cards here. This is the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So there's Wands, Ten of Wands and Eight of Wands. If I go ahead and I take the Eight of Wands and I place it down here, let me just rotate it here. There you go. So you can read that's the, or see the image. That's the Ten of Wands. But look, I'm going to swap it with the Eight of Wands. Right there. And if I show you, look. There, my friends, is the 8 and 10 of Wands. Okay. Whew! Hopefully that was okay. But anyway, if deep down inside all you want to do is look at the cards here, I will spread out a bunch more cards. But yeah, this is a cool deck. And I don't know if I've had thoughts of learning how to tarot read, but I've thought about it. And I think that'd be an interesting, cool thing to do on stream as well. It's like, hey, I'm going to give you a remote tarot reading. But, yeah. So here we are. We're displaying the tarot deck. I do have other tarot decks, but this one I think is currently my most utility, mostly because the other ones are gigantic or they don't have like suits like a regular deck of cards would, so it's much harder to do anything with. Okay. All right, and that, my friends, was the Steampunk's tarot deck. Let's see here. Thank you kindly for the emotes, for Loris and the claps, Chan. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, I have a new trick that I'm working on. Thank you kindly for the claps, Rusty Panda. It is all a JoJo's reference. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Anyone? Anyone else? Okay. Full disclosure, I've never rehearsed this legitimately. By legitimately, I mean actually, with the patter and everything on, like, on anything. So, there's a strong chance I may mess this up. So if you're ready, I could be ready. Okay, here we go. I have 4 cards right here. The 2 red-backed cards, 2 blue-backed cards. The 2 red-backed cards are actually red-faced spot cards. The 2 blue-backed cards are actually black-faced. Now, if I was to go ahead and interweave them, you would expect them to be mixed if I were to flip them over, right? All I have to do is snap and watch. They have separated. I know. Amazing, right? And so look, if I go ahead and I grab this and I place it in the middle there, like so, you would then expect this to be intermixed when I flip it over, right? But look, if I snap, they're going to separate again. So look, if I go ahead and I mix them now, if I just slowly turn them over, you'll know that they're legitimately mixed. But if I go ahead and I close them up, and if I snap, I don't have to do any flipping shenanigans, because if I show you, they're messed up. Alright, cool. This is what I get for trying to do a trick. A little woozy. So what you were supposed to see was that they were separated. Alright, that needs a little bit more rehearsal. Anyway, rare moment you guys get to see me mess up on stream. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. So you can see where the intent of that trick was going. And if you are aware of Infozar, bonk! Alright, we're going to have to manually bonk. Thank you kindly for the bonk. That sounds so weird. I'm going to have to manually bonk. Wait a second. What? Hold on. Something on the sound went away. I can't play it now. What? What? Let's see. I'm working on a bonk command as well. Alright. We've got price tag issues as well? Wait, what? Bonk is at 100 bits now. That's so weird. That's so bizarre. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, alright. It was at 50, right? Okay. Hold on, let me time that better. Alright, okay. We've got a price tag that says 100 is only charging me 50. Maybe that's why it doesn't work. It will only take half of my money. I know, it's so weird. Alright, cool. So, let's see. Moving on. I will try and figure out what is going on with the bonk later. But for now... Okay, we have one trick in the queue requested by Gibson Lens. I'm thinking about ending. I do actually have to get up early tomorrow because my daughter had a fever this weekend and she can't go to daycare as per daycare rules, so we're going to keep her home. So I got to get up, and I think my wife's going to take a half day, so yeah. I'm willing to pay. Please just give me bonk. Oh no. Okay. Alright, let me see if blah 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 blah. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let me do this. Okay. Do this. Only boom boom. Oh nope. And now I get 50. That's so weird that it. I'm just gonna refresh the page. And then we'll play bonk one more time. Cashmere Feline says, "Aw, well, thank you kindly for the aw for my baby. She's so cute, but sometimes she's currently troublesome. But it's only because, yeah, I hope she feels better soon. I also hope she feels better soon. Bonk! Oh my God, it works! I don't know what I did. I just hit save a few times and refresh the page and all that, and so yeah. Anyway, thank you kindly so much for all the bits. Thank you so much for helping me QA. Oh man. Okay, so normally I'll do this trick with jacks, but instead, because Gibson Lens requested, even though I think it was random, but that's okay. Gibson Lens requested. We're going to use the aces because Gibson Lens has signed the ace of clubs. So let's do that instead, and we'll go from there, hopefully. Okay, man, I'm probably a little bit slower than usual at the moment. Okay, I have to, let me just think of this trick through for a second. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Alright. Here we are. Man, doing magic while woozy is a little bit difficult. I'll confess, I'm a little woozy. Oh, I'm just going to smack these into my mouth. Alright, there we go. I'm all the phrases tonight, I guess. Okay. Okay, we have the four aces. We have our Gibson Lens signed ace of clubs. We have our unfocused in IA signed ace of diamonds. We have our hi, I'm CJ, ace of spades, and ace of diamonds. Now, if you were here, I could ask you to cut the deck in 3/4, let's say there. You could cut anywhere. It could be a little bit up, it could be a little bit down. If you were here, I could ask you to cut 2/3 of this off, like so. It's not quite 2/3, but... And then this last one cut in half. There. Now what we want to do is mark each one of these with one of the aces. So we're going to go ahead and mark each one of these with an ace. And we'll place our last ace here. Okay, now I'm going to bring back our beloved star of tonight, the sock. So all I'm going to do is have the sock touch these two piles at the same time. And these two piles at the same time. I don't know where that sound effect's coming from. The sock just manifests it. It's so powerful. If you guys were wondering where all the magic came from, it's not me. Even though I'm wearing 2 pink hair ties tonight, it's actually coming from the sock. Would you believe that with all of those, that this has now collected all the aces right here? If you don't, just watch. There's the ace of clubs, ace of diamonds, ace of spades, ace of hearts. And that is the 4 aces. But would you believe that the sock can magically make the 4 of these also match as well? Because look, they are the 4 queens, including checking the gaff meter as well, who is also in chat. And that, my friends, is birds of a feather. Sock together. For Laura says, "Yay, sock!" Thank you kindly for the claps. Checking the gaff meter. Gibson Lens. Maggie Miller. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Let's officially last call it. So let's go ahead and say, if you want to see any more magic, last call to put requests in. And then, as per usual, I will put in a trick or two for the finale. But if you want to see anything specific, now is the time to request it. Got to make sure that the sock has a nice home. Excellent. Oh, we do have a request. Excellent. From For Loris. Okay. All right. I guess I can't end stream until I finish this, right? There's so little left. so little left. But it is midnight my time, and boy, did time travel last week really mess my body up. As I get older, I realize I can't adapt. I also want to tell a horrible joke right now. So, clearing my throat. Okay. I wish our government would just decide on what time to be in, because it would be great to just not have to change the times randomly. This is speaking from being a parent now, and especially just being an adult and like losing an hour. That is utterly horrible. But what can you expect when I live in the United States? The United States has a Congress, and if you guys know your prefixes, Congress is the opposite of progress. It looks better when you type it out because it's Congreess and Progress. Okay, let's see. Kashmir Feline says, my circadian rhythm is so sensitive to changes. Yes, Gibson says, yes, something people overwhelmingly agree on, and yet nothing is done about it. I know. So a large majority of the world's country. Oh my God, Chris M. Yee, thank you kindly for the resub for 8 months. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome in. We were just complaining about the time change, even though that was so last week, but catching up on it now. But yes, so a large majority of the world's countries don't do a time change. People in the United States agree we shouldn't, change times, and yet we can't agree on which time to change on. And I understand that it's kind of divisive because it's dependent upon where you live in relation to the time zone. Like if you live on a certain side of a specific time zone, it might be darker or lighter for you depending on which. It's so dumb, and I'm like, so I feel a feeling we're gonna be stuck with this for a little while longer. But anyway, there we are. Okay, cool. The way it's past the centuries in which you needed a time change. Yeah. Like everybody just needs to be on UTC, and then we just operate on UTC. Anyway, that's where it's going. I know we're in a weird transitional time right now, but thank you for the heat map. And delicious. Rusty Panda, you're headed out. Have a good night. Thank you kindly, Rusty Panda. Have a glorious evening. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll see you again another time. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have a trick requested. Let's go ahead and do that. For Loris, you're still here. All right, excellent. Good thing of living in the Caribbean and small countries that you don't need to worry about time changes. Yeah, I mean, literally, if you just live, I think, in like South America, most South American countries don't observe a time change. It's only a time change here because it's still in the government law. That's basically it. Okay, I have 2 piles here. And for Loris, I'm going to need you to choose 2 suits of cards in a moment. Don't choose them yet, but I need them to be different. You'll need to choose 1 black suit, so either spades or clubs, and 1 red suit, either hearts or diamonds. So I've got 2 packets here. This is a blue backed packet, like so. And then this is a red backed packet, like so. And, okay. Oh, damn! Sorry. All right. No, it's okay. No worries. That's okay. You're giving me heat maps to eat. No problem. Okay. Now would be a time for you to share with me and chat the 2 suits that you selected. 1 red and 1 black. So, yeah. Hearts or diamonds, and then spades or clubs. Let me know. And then in the interim, I'm going to eat these heat maps. Delicious. Oh, I probably should have told you. Oh yeah, these are all kings. Because, it's in the name, Trading Kings. Okay, so red heart and black heart. Oh, no. So heart is a red suit. So then the 2 black suits are spades or clubs. So I'll need a spade or a club selected. Spades. Okay, excellent. All right, here we go. All right, would you believe that I've now flipped over the king of hearts in this pile and the king of spades in this pile? Because, look, watch. One finger. One finger. Here we go. Hearts. And yeah, I made the sound effect. It's a wonderful sound effect, right? Spades. So spades, which is kind of like an upside down heart, and hearts. But would you also believe that not only did I do that, but I swapped the pile in which they belonged? So you see that the King of Hearts is actually face up in the blue pile, but if I show you, it's actually the red backed one. And if I pull out the King of Spades, it's actually the blue backed one. Right? I know! Strange, right? Four Lord says, I don't believe it. No! And Chris M.U. says, what? Even though I am pretty sure Chris M.U. has seen this one before. Four Lord says, no! And Drew War, thank you kindly for the mind blown. But wait! There's more. There's more. Would you believe that those are the only suits you could have chosen? Because if I show you the rest of these cards, they're actually all blank. I know, right? So weird. So weird. Four Laura says, I'm calling the police. I think we're emphasizing police. Goral sack. I hope that was accurate to your transcription. And that was Trading Kings for, thank you for the request for Loris. Chan, thank you kindly for the OMG. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to be putting the finale trick. My cheeks hurt from smiling so hard. That's great to hear. Thank you for telling me that. That's made my night. I mean, honestly, I think this entire stream tonight has been a very fun stream. So thank you everybody for being here. Actually, so for Loris, have you been here for a finale before? Do you remember if you've seen either Picasso Aces or Dazed before? Have you seen both or neither? Or because I normally like to close with one of those. Those are like two of my favorite tricks to close with. I'll do the one that you haven't seen, but if you've seen them both, then I guess you're probably going to see it again. I feel like I saw Picasso. Excellent. So we'll do Dazed as our closer. All right. So boom. Off. Dazed. Actually, Chris M.U., do you have a request? Would you like to request something? Because I know you just hopped in. Is there anything you want to see? Or, oh, sure. Let's see. How about this? What's the trick that I've not done in a while? All right. Chris M.U., would you like to see the trick Revolver? Do your Fantastic Four trick. Oh, okay. Something uses 4 cards. I did the 4-card trick for Kashmir earlier, actually. I can do Shaking the Aces, which uses 4 aces. Alright, I'm just going to do... Alright, we're going to have 2 tricks for the finale. We're going to do Revolver first, and then we'll do Days last. Haha, Revolver is good. Alright, excellent. Okay, first order of business, let me find some cards. And this is the classic version of Revolver, so it will only use... Oh man, is this going to be a problem? Oh no, oh no. Okay, this is okay. Sorry, I'm saying oh no because I just realized it's going to make it... Oh, and it's Chris M.U. too, so I can use the spade. Let's use the spade. Okay. Man, this is fun for you guys. You get to watch a magician struggle to get tricks ready while you guys just sit there and enjoy yourselves and chat. Normally a magician gets to go into a show prepared. They know all the tricks they're going to do. They know what jokes they'll deliver. There's some wiggle room, but as far as I know, no other magicians will be like, you can tell me what trick to do, and then you do it. So this is hopefully an interesting. I'm enjoying that I'm inside and not in the rain anymore. Oh my god! I'm sorry you were in the rain, but a little rain never hurt anybody. What movie is that from? But a lot can kill you. Sorry, what movie is that from? All right. You need that second part for context, I guess. Yeah, it's raining again. I mean, I was at Disneyland, so it was still good. Yeah, man, you are enjoying that Disneyland. Enjoy that Disneyland, Chris. Enjoy that Disneyland. Okay, revolver. Here we go. We have an ace, a 2, a 3, and a 4 of spades, and the 2 is signed by our friend Chris M. Yee, whom is in chat right now. Oh, if we can get a shout out for Chris M. Yee, that'd be great. Variety streamer, plays games. Used to have a talk show every other week. I don't know if you're still doing that, but to be fair, during that time slot, I've been busy lately, so if it's been going on. Okay, so here's the thing. What I would like to do is we're going to pretend to fire off each of these as a bullet. So like, let's go ahead and fire off the ace first. And we do that by saying, bang! Still in disbelief about trading of kings. WTF? Well, first of all, welcome in, Rakuraden, and then I'm glad you enjoyed. But look, we've actually turned the ace of spades now face down to show that we fired the first bullet. I know, interesting, right? That's okay. We're going to fire the second bullet now, and you'll see that the first chamber has cleared. And now we're going to go ahead and fire off the third bullet, and you'll see that the 3 has turned itself face down. And now we're going to go ahead and turn the 4 face down like this. And let's go ahead and show you that we have the ace, 2, 3, and 4. Now, important question, what color were the backs of all of these cards? Yeah, bang. If anybody's seen Cowboy Bebop, there's that pivotal bang. I think a lot of people would have said that these were red-backed cards. Yeah, Rakuraden definitely says red. But if I show you, they're blue. Actually, all of them were blue. The entire time. And that, my friends, is revolver. Hi, Rakuraden says, no way! Chris M. Yee, thank you kindly for the Pika! Alright. We've got one trick left before we're about to wrap up. So you know what that means. I'm going to have to finish the beer. It is finished, so I can finish the stream now. Is the colorblind trick? Oh no! For Loris, are you colorblind? That'd be disappointing. Although I think blue and red should typically still, for a large majority of the types of colorblindness, but there are probably a couple of colorblind. No, I'm not. I'm fine. Oh, well, okay. Whew. Just got revolvered! Boom! Sorry, let me put a little bit more sass into that. Just got revolvered! Alright, hopefully that was enough sass. Okay, before we wrap up, I would like to thank everybody. Thank you kindly for being here on a Sunday night, and thank you kindly for hanging out with me. It's been a very fun stream. I've certainly had fun. Hopefully you guys did as well. Thank you kindly for everybody who has participated in the stream. If you've chatted, if you requested a trick, if you clicked on the heat map, if you gave me a suit, any of those things, thank you very much. Without you guys, I don't think this would be as fun. Thank you kindly for everybody who has lurked, because, you know, as I say to myself and on stream all the time, if I'm just practicing magic by myself, there's no magic happening. The magic happens in your mind. Kizo Plays! Hey, welcome in! Ayo, look at this handsome boy! Alright, thank you kindly for the applause, Maggie Miller. Kizo Plays, first of all, I'm so happy that you're here, and yes, I'm ending, but there's one trick left, and then we're gonna raid out, so that is the thing. But my VODs are all up, and if you ever want to see more magic, I have a pretty filled YouTube, so feel free to check out my YouTube, and even if you don't check out my YouTube, feel free to play one of the playlists in a tab on mute, and that'll help me out because I am monetized on YouTube as well. So, um, and then also, thank you kindly for my mod Gibson Lens helping me out tonight. So, shout out for Gibson Lens. So please give Gibson Lens a follow. Plays piano, is very talented, has a lot of originals. So I mean, there's like 30 plus originals in the song list. So if you want to hear any of great composer. So I also made a Bert command, so feel free to give him a follow. Oh, I should probably make an expanse. Yes, I just like the I just like the alcohol. Let's be honest. Oh, Kiso, let me just tell you what I had tonight was Dragon's Milk Reserve. So yeah, this is an old Dragon's Milk Reserve. But if you like bourbon barrel aged stouts, that is stouts and porters are what I'm normally into. So, don't you mean no? Cashmere feline. We're not. Now Xnay on the Aimnay Ainge Che. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So for those of you who have not seen me before or hung out with me, hi, my name is Nam, also known as Crazy Asian with 3 N's on Twitch. I like to do sleight of hand card magic, and this is what I like to do. I don't have a normal formal schedule. I only stream once a week, normally on Sunday nights when my baby allows. Here's the baby monitor. She's sick right now, so I'm kind of watching. But bourbon aged stouts are fantastic. Yes, I know, right? Okay, so. But normally you can request tricks using StreamerSonglist, and but we just went through a bunch of those, and we're on finale trick now, so the trick list is closed. And I do have to get up early in the morning, so I do want to wrap up. So barring a gigantic raid, but nobody manifests that. Nobody manifests that. But this will be the last trick for tonight, and then hopefully you guys enjoyed, and thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. So here we go. This trick is called Dazed. I have a pile of cards. Here we have 6 of diamonds and Queen of clubs. And if I show you the rest of these cards, they will look normal looking at the back. But if I show you the other side, they'll also be weird because they will also be backs, except for maybe this card, which is blank. So for those of you who don't know, this is what the cards look like before they print a face on them. Okay, so, but with these double-backed cards now, if I do something really strange and interesting, I'm going to hold it over this 6 of diamonds. And that's actually going to change all of these cards to be 6 of diamonds. I know! That's so weird, right? Super weird. And now, if I hold this packet over the Queen of clubs, like so. He said, we won't do it, chat. I know, but look, the Queen of clubs. Some people who do this trick will say the Queen of clubs has jumped to the top, but we know what actually happens. All of the cards in the stack has changed to be a Queen of clubs. That's super bizarre. Super bizarre. And then we have this really strange blank card. Right? If I go ahead and I just place this here, and I flip this over, you can see in real time that it's actually going to change all of the cards to be blank cards. I know! So weird! And then actually, some people want to see the backs too, so I'll show you the backs now. There you go. And there are all the backs. And that, my friend, is a trick that I call, or a trick that is known as Dazed. I don't just call it that. That's what it's known for. All right. Chris M.E., thank you kindly for the Pika. And for Loris, bro, literally controlled C. For Loris, do you know what a what a terminal is? Do you know what a command prompt is? Because Control C means something to me. I'm a software engineer, so that's all right. Chris M. says, "I'm dazed." I know Chris M. has probably seen that one before. You've been around at the end of streams enough. Recurden says, "I swear," and Kiso plays, "Dude, my mind is blown. I feel drunk." Well, to be fair, I mean, the strongest effects I like to end with, that's one of the strongest effects. So some of the other ones won't be as strong if you go back and watch the VOD or something. But feel free to take a look if you would like, or as I said, I have a YouTube, so check that out. But anyway, thank you for hopping in, Kiso. Let's see. Rakurden says, "I know is some sort of hand trick." Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. I mean, here's also a hand trick. We have a card, and here, we'll just disappear, reappear. There you go. Okay. Yes, some sort of hand trick. But I can't grasp what it is. Oh yeah, grasping is really hard. Grasping is difficult. So, okay, I don't normally do this on stream because I don't think I'm that strong at it. But I'm going to try doing something, and okay, so here's... Wait. No, this way, okay. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. So, okay. Here's the card. Yep, and then it disappears and then reappears. All right, there we go. So that's called the back palm. That is a very difficult move. I can't even do it reliably. I was actually surprised I hit it twice in a row. That looked okay. I thought that looked okay. Did you guys think it looked okay? You tell me if it looked okay. For Laura says, "Yes, I'm a graphic designer, and Control C and Control V for days." Oh, okay, all right. Oh, Control C for copy, not Control C for... So in a command prompt, you will exit the existing thread that is processing. So that's what it meant. And to me, that means you're closing that. So flip the table. That's basically what it means for me. But copying, that makes more sense in the context of the previous trick because I'm copying all of the cards. That makes perfect sense. I'm so sorry. I did not follow along. Nam is always in t-shirts, so nothing up his sleeves. Yeah, normally I try and... So I have my sweater here just in case I get cold, but I'm like in my basement, which is normally pretty well insulated. So, but yes. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, we didn't even talk about t-shirts today. So if you guys are fans of role-playing games, let me clear the trick list there. Choose your weapon. Hopefully this makes perfect sense to a lot of people. So we've got the so that's a D4, D6, 8, 10, 12, and then 20. Okay. Thank you kindly for the emotes, Kiso. Sus AF. And then all is good. I thought I didn't explain myself well. Oh no, that's fine. Everything's all good. Everything's all good. The magic basement. Yeah. Speaking of which, I have channel point redeems in which you can redeem a card trick, and I use Magic the Gathering cards. How often have you seen Magic done with Magic the Gathering cards? I know Gibson Lens has seen me do a few. I like it when you are... I like when you are dumb, you know someone is effing you, but you are not smart enough to know what is happening. Oh, that's an interesting thing. All right, guys. So, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And let me see who is on to raid, because we're going to raid. If anybody would like to come along for said raid. I don't even know why I have I have an accent all of a sudden. I have accents. Great stream, Nam. Thank you kindly, Kashmir Feline. Thank you for the stream. Yeah, you're welcome, for Loris. Sorry, I was about to say hashtag. Command, blame Nam. Yes, there's a blame Nam command potentially in another stream. Let's see here. All right. Normally, so a lot of Twitch friends are musicians, so hopefully nobody's opposed to musicians. Hey, our buddy Frolic Chris is actually streaming, and I don't think I've ever raided Frolic Chris. So, shall we go over to Frolic Chris? Because, let's see. Yeah, normally I'd probably be like, hey, there's these other few people, and the people I would normally consider are like, 7th Century still going, The Keyboard Grinder, Sonata G Major, Vicky Vibes. So those are other musicians if you would like to hang out. But I think today we should raid Frolic Chris. So, are we sharing the brain cell tonight? Gibson lens down with musicians.
Did you like that one, Ray?
Okay. So, all right. I believe I have a raid command. Let's raid, and then let's also. Wait, do I have sub raid? I think I do. Yes. Okay, I made the sub raid too. I forgot I did. But yeah, feel free to copy the top one if you'd like, and copy the bottom one if you are subbed. And then let's go over and raid Frolic Chris. Let's give him a warm welcome. Pianist, plays VGM originals from other Twitch musicians, which also some Gibson Lens originals are also on Frolic Chris's list as well. So anyway, the raid is ready, and we're ready to go. Once again, thank you everybody for being here. Thanks for being awesome. I love you all. Have a glorious evening or time zone. So take care. We'll see you later. Bye!